director of View My World Photography Camp. There has never been a better time to allow our children to experience the magic of photography, learning the key elements of a globally recognized art. The thrill of a single moment, preserved for generations.
All right, viewers, photography is a way of feeling, of touching, of loving. What you have caught on film is captured forever. It remembers little things long after you have forgotten everything. In studio to teach us about photography and tell us about a photography camp taking place this weekend is Darren Miller. He's the Director of Communication and Marketing with the View My World Photography Camp. We're also going to be joined by Jennifer Speed, the CEO of Wealth by Design, Apprenticeship and Training, as well as Janelle Brown, a photography teacher at the American International School of Kingston. Darren, let's start off with you.
Right. Well, listen.
What's so special about your camp?
It teaches children the rudiments of professional photography. But it's not just photography or animation, even though we do that, but it's how it is that you can use this technology as an advocacy tool to bring awareness to the challenges in our environment. So they'll be taken on various field trips right across the Kingston metropolitan area. We're talking about the National Water Commission to look at its treatment plant. We're talking about places also such as King's House even, where we're going to be having, we'll show you a little later, our class in afternoon tea, dining and etiquette. Because more than just the technology and the environment, we also try to ensure that they get personal and professional development. The Nigerian High Commission as well, that teaches children about Nigerian culture, food, way of life, and so on. So it's a complete experience.
So it's something to do in summer. You mentioned a little bit of cultural exchange, but I want to touch on the advocacy. What are some of the aspects that you're helping them to advocate on or to speak up about?
There is an actual class called Photography as an Advocacy Tool, Saving the Natural Environment. So the students will get an opportunity to, in going across the island, seeing, for example, the littering that's taking place in various areas, they'll be able to capture that, the state of our beaches, absolutely. And in taking those pictures, we want to talk to them about how they can develop advocacy positions, perhaps through a position paper that they would take to various leaders to say, listen, this is a concern, and these are things that we are identifying. Here are some recommendations. And so in so doing, what you do is that you affect policy reform and policy direction. So we're building little environmental ambassadors who know how to use the technology, and they're brilliant at it.
After all the photography takes place and the different lessons, is there a way for members of the public to view the work of the students? Absolutely.
We'll be having an art exhibition and award showcase at the ATL Audio Showroom. It's on the 23rd of August, which is the last day of camp. We'll be inviting members of the public, members of the diplomatic corps, leaders in various industries. In fact, our keynote speaker will be the head of the World Bank in Jamaica. Her name is Galina Sotirova. So the students, all their work will be on display, from the animation they would have done to the art pieces. Last year, persons even actually bought some of these pieces.
Oh, lovely.
And I would love to also acknowledge Cheetah Toys and More, because some of the artwork produced by students this year will be incorporated into their book that has been approved by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information for PEP.
Lovely.
So we'll be seeing some of that.
Their legacy continue, but you mentioned one partner. Are there any other partners for this specific camp?
Absolutely. Spectrum Management Authority, there's iCreate Institute, there's also the University of the West Indies Department of Government. There is also, I mentioned It's Pixel Perfect. There's ATL Audi, among others. So there are quite so many of them, and I want to thank them all. Each of these persons understand the importance of youth development, and they've been doing brilliantly.
I know the camp is about youth development, but we do consider Angelique to be youth, and she's going to get a taste of what some of the campers are going to dive into. Angie, what are you doing over there?
Thank you so much, Emma. Well, I'm talking to Janelle and Jennifer, and Janelle, you're participating in the camp, and you're going to be teaching students photography. So you're going to teach me a little bit about what the students would be learning, and I'm going to come to you, Jennifer, to discuss this beautiful tea arrangement in just a moment. But Janelle, starting with you, this is a camera. I can identify that.
This is the shutter button.
That is the shutter button. Let me come over here so let me see. This is the shutter button.
Yes.
Very
so
good.
That's the one that you press.
You press that to take the picture.
Take the photo.
And it's located usually in the same position for most cameras.
The same position.
Very good.
Now, so the first thing you need to do is get comfortable with the camera. So hold it.
I must hold it. No, let me just wrap my hand around that something here. So there's.
Or put it around your neck. Put it around your neck.
No, yes,
no.
It is nice. Look.
That works.
Come on.
All right.
Come on, Janelle.
So you look through here. Or you look through here.
Oh, so you can press a button and I can see it on the screen part of the. This is a digital camera, Janelle.
Yes, it is.
It is a digital camera. So I can look at here, or I can look through the original.
Yes.
What you call here? Viewfinder.
Yes.
Viewfinder. So I look here, so I'm comfortable now.
Yes.
What I do now?
I prefer if
you want me to look through the viewfinder? Lord have mercy.
You move around a little bit.
But just take a picture, Janelle.
You need to get the right angle.
Janelle, look for my picture. Oh!
You're taking a photo of the arrangement here.
Oh! Come on now. So what I must look for when I'm looking through the viewfinder?
What exactly you want to take the photo of.
All right. Okay. But that one there, take Janelle. When
you hold down softly. You hear that sound to focus.
Oh, that's the focus sound.
Yes, and then you press harder. You hear that sound.
Oh,
that's how you know the focus.
I'm going to do one and then I'm going to turn it around so you can see what I take when I find the focus. Boy,
that's 2 photos.
Look if you can see my picture. Look if you can. Oh, it gone, Janelle. Them can't wait.
You press this one and you are able to see it.
Look here. Show the people of Jamaica. Come on now. Come on. All right. So I've successfully taken a shot, and this is what the students who come to your camp will, and let me put it down over here, is this what they will learn, how to focus, how to zoom in on what they want?
Yes, they will learn how to focus, they'll learn proper lighting, they'll also learn proper angling, and focusing the camera on the subject that you want to take.
As you talk about the subject that you want to take, I have to bring Jennifer into this conversation because she has prepared for us a wonderful tea service. Now, what is it that the students exactly will be learning? How to prepare tea? How to be hospitable?
Yes, it's a sort of cultural thing. So what we were trying to do here is actually to look at different sort of cultural aspect to bring that in, and etiquette with that as well, because that's very important when the young people sort of go out and take pictures and so on. They need to learn how to do that. So we've just used the afternoon tea.
Why is etiquette? We are using tea to teach etiquette. Why is etiquette still important in 2019 for young people?
Oh, it's very important. And in fact, there was a survey done that says sort of 96% of the people say that it is. It's important because when it comes to jobs, application, your soft skills and your social skills are very, very important. And now with a lot of interviews, they really tend to do it not under sort of
not necessarily in the office.
Yes,
but
it's
sometimes
sort of
they're invited for lunch.
Precisely. And that's do a lot of that in Europe now. So you may be invited to tea, and you'll be expected to know how to actually take tea. Lunch, you'd be expected to know how to do dining, you know, which cutlery which you use, which knife and fork, which is your bread plate, which is your, your thing. So,
yes, it's very important. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Janelle.